Let me ask you something honest. When was the last time you opened ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini and typed one simple question? Maybe something like, what is the capital of France? Or give me a pasta recipe.
You read the answer, said, "Okay, thanks," and closed the tab.
If that sounds familiar, don't feel bad. You are not alone. That is how the majority of people on this planet are using AI right now.
But here is the truth that nobody's really talking about.
You are using one of the most powerful tools ever created in human history, like a spoon.
A spoon?
Yes, a spoon. You can eat soup with a spoon. You can stir your coffee. These are fine things. But if someone handed you that same spoon and said, this can also build you a house, grow your career, teach you any subject on earth, fix your writing, coach your thinking, help you learn a new language, and become your smartest work partner, and your response was to eat soup with it,
That would be a little sad.
that is what most people are doing with AI tools right now, every single day.
And today, we're going to change that.
Step by step, in plain, clear English.
So whether you've been using AI for months or you just downloaded ChatGPT last week, stay with us.
Because by the end of this episode, the way you see these tools will never be the same. Welcome.
Hello, and welcome to AI Leap, the English podcast where real knowledge meets real English.
We are so glad you are here.
This show exists for one reason, to give you something real, not just English practice, not just grammar tips, real, useful knowledge about how the world is changing, delivered in English you can actually follow and learn from.
And right now, the biggest change happening in the world is AI, artificial intelligence, tools that can read, write, think, plan, and create with you.
These tools are everywhere, and almost everyone is using them, but very, very few people are using them well.
And that gap, the space between how people use AI and how it was actually meant to be used, that is exactly where this episode lives.
Before we get into the deep part, one small favor. If this show adds value to your English learning, if it teaches you something useful, please share it with one person today.
Just one. A friend, a classmate, a coworker, someone who wants to get better at English and also understand technology.
Because the world is changing fast, and the people who understand these tools will have a serious advantage.
We want that to be you and everyone you share this with. Okay, let us start with the big problem.
Maya, let me paint a picture for our listeners.
Go ahead.
Imagine you receive as a gift a brand new professional camera, a camera that can take perfect portraits, slow-motion videos, capture stars at night, edit colors automatically, connect to your phone, even recognize faces.
A very impressive camera.
And every day you use this camera for one thing only, to photograph your lunch before you eat it.
Just lunch photos.
Just lunch, every day. And then you put it back in the drawer.
That is a big waste.
A very big waste. And this is not a judgment. This is just reality. This is what is happening with AI tools across the world right now.
People know the names, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Copilot. Maybe they have opened one of them.
They asked it one question, or they asked it to write a short message for them. Then they went back to Google.
And the reason this happens is not that people are lazy, it is that nobody properly explained what these tools are really for.
Exactly. If no one tells you that camera can film the stars, you'll never point it at the sky.
So, first let's understand, how are most people using AI right now?
There are really three main patterns.
Tell us.
Pattern 1. They use AI exactly like a search engine. They open ChatGPT and type something like, "What is cryptocurrency?" or "Best exercises for back pain." They get a paragraph, they read it, done.
Like a fancier, slower Google.
Exactly. Pattern 2. They use it for one-time writing tasks. Write me a birthday message for my friend. Give me 5 ideas for dinner. They copy the answer and close the window.
Copy, paste, close.
Pattern 3. They try it once, get an answer that is either a little wrong, a little boring, or a little too general, and they think, AI is not that impressive. I expected more.
Oh, this is the saddest one.
Because the problem is not the AI. The problem is how they asked.
And this is the most important thing we will say today. How you ask changes everything.
The quality of your input determines the quality of your output, always.
Think about it like this. You walk into a restaurant, a beautiful restaurant with a world-class chef in the kitchen, and you say to the waiter, "Food, please."
Just food, please. The waiter's confused, the chef has no idea what to make you, you get something random. Maybe it's fine, maybe it is not what you wanted at all.
And you walk away thinking, that restaurant was not that special.
But the chef was incredible. The kitchen had every ingredient in the world. You just never told them what you actually wanted.
That is AI. The kitchen is full, the chef is genius, most people just say, "Food, please."
And then wonder why the meal was average. Today, we're going to teach you how to order like a person who knows exactly what they want.
Okay, before we get to the practical tips, I want to take one step back because I think everything makes more sense when you understand the why.
The purpose.
Yes, why was AI built? What was it actually designed to do?
Because most people think it was built to answer questions, like a smarter encyclopedia.
And that is so much smaller than the truth.
So explain it, simply.
Think about the best teacher you ever had in your life. Maybe in school, maybe someone outside school. A person who was patient, who could take the most confusing topic and make it feel simple, who never made you feel stupid for asking, who could explain the same thing 3 different ways until one of them clicked in your brain.
I had a teacher like that once. She could connect everything to real life. You never felt lost in her class.
Now imagine that teacher knew every subject, not just one. Every subject on Earth: science, history, business, technology, language, law, medicine, art, all of it.
One teacher, every subject.
And she was available 24 hours a day, never tired, never impatient, never too busy, always ready to sit with you and think through whatever you needed.
That sounds almost impossible.
That is what AI was built to be. Not just to answer questions, but to think with you, learn with you, create with you, and grow with you.
A partner, not just a tool.
A partner. There is a very important difference between those two words.
What is the difference?
A tool does what you tell it. You press a button, it performs a function. A hammer drives a nail. A calculator adds numbers. It does not think, it just does.
And a partner?
A partner thinks alongside you. A partner asks you questions. A partner can push back and say, "Have you considered this?" A partner helps you see what you might be missing.
AI, when used properly, is a partner.
A thinking partner. And understanding this completely changes how you use it.
So the first big shift for our listeners today is this. Stop going to AI to retrieve information. Start going to AI to think.
To explore, to create, to build, to learn deeply.
Because that is what it was designed for.
Now, let's talk about the skill that makes all the difference. The single skill that separates people who get amazing results from AI and people who get boring, useless answers.
Prompting.
Prompting. Your prompt is the message you send to the AI. Your question, your instruction, your request.
And most people's prompts are far too small.
Too small, too vague, and too empty of context.
Let me use a picture. Imagine you need to get somewhere. You sit in a taxi and you say to the driver, "Drive."
Just drive.
The driver looks at you. Drive where? Which direction? How far? The driver has no idea, so maybe they start driving in a random direction.
And you end up somewhere you never wanted to go.
Now imagine you sit in the same taxi with the same driver and you say, "Please take me to the main train station. I have a meeting in 20 minutes, so if possible, take the faster road, not through the market."
Now the driver knows exactly what to do.
Same driver, same car, completely different result because the instruction was different.
This is prompting. And there are 3 things that make a prompt powerful. 3 keys.
Key number 1, context.
Context means background information, who you are, what your situation is, what you already know, what you are trying to achieve.
For example, instead of typing "explain machine learning," you type, "I have no technical background. I'm a business professional trying to understand if machine learning could be useful for my small company. Can you explain what machine learning is using everyday business examples? Keep it simple and practical."
See how much more information that gives the AI to work with?
Now it knows your background, it knows your goal, it knows the kind of explanation you need. The answer it gives will be completely different from just "explain machine learning."
Key number 2, specificity.
Specific means detailed and clear, not general, not vague.
Instead of "write me an email," you write "write me a professional email to my manager.
I want to request one extra day off this Friday. My reason is a family event that I cannot reschedule. The tone should be polite and respectful, but not overly formal. Keep it under 5 sentences.
Now the AI knows exactly what kind of email, who it's for, what the request is, what tone to use, even the length.
Every detail you add is a door you open for the AI to give you something better.
Key number 3, role.
You can tell the AI to become someone, to play a character that fits what you need.
For example, act as a professional English writing coach. I will share a paragraph I wrote, and I want you to correct any grammar mistakes, suggest stronger vocabulary where possible, and explain each suggestion in simple language.
The AI becomes a writing coach, and the answer feels like a real coaching session.
Or you can say, act as a patient language tutor for a beginner English learner. Use very simple words, give lots of examples, and after each explanation, ask me one question to check my understanding.
Now the experience is completely different from just asking a question.
Context, specificity, role. These 3 keys unlock the real power of AI.
And the beautiful thing is, anyone can use them. You do not need to be technical. You do not need to be an engineer. You just need to practice asking better questions.
Which, as English learners, you are already training yourself to do.
All right, this is the heart of today's episode.
5 real ways to use AI that most people have never tried.
And each one can genuinely change something in your life, your work, your learning, your creativity.
Number 1, use AI as a thinking partner, not just an answer machine.
This is the one I wish someone had told me at the very beginning.
Tell our listeners what it means.
So you have a problem, or an idea, or a decision you need to make. Most people either think about it alone, which can be exhausting, or they search Google, which gives them very general information.
But with AI, there's a third option.
You think out loud with AI. You share the problem or the idea, and you build it together. You let the AI ask you questions that make you think deeper. You let it challenge your assumptions. You let it show you angles you had not considered.
Give our listeners an example. Okay, imagine you want to start a small business, maybe selling something handmade. You are not sure if it's a good idea. Instead of just Googling how to start a small business and getting a generic list, you open AI and say, I want to start a small online business selling handmade soap. I have about 5 hours a week to give to this. My budget is small, around $200 to start. I have no business experience. I'm not sure if this is realistic. Can you help me think through this? Ask me questions to help me figure it out. Also, be honest about the risks.
And the AI will actually have a conversation with you.
It will ask you, who do you imagine buying your soap? What makes yours different from the hundreds already online? What does success look like to you in 6 months? And as you answer, you both start seeing the idea more clearly.
You're not just getting a list of steps, you're genuinely thinking it through.
Imagine someone trying to decide whether to take a new job. They tell AI their current situation, their goals, their fears, and what they value in work. Then they say, help me think through this decision. Do not tell me what to do, just ask me the right questions.
And then what happens?
By the end of the conversation, they often know what they really want. Not because AI made the decision for them, but because the questions help them hear themselves more clearly.
That's the power of a thinking partner.
Number 2, use AI to learn anything deeply.
Any subject, any level, any time.
Think about traditional learning. You read a textbook chapter, you find a paragraph confusing, you read it again, still confused. You feel stuck. You move on, but you never really understood that part.
Many of us have experienced that.
With AI, you never have to stay stuck because you can take any concept, any idea, anything confusing and say, I don't understand this. Explain it differently. Use a metaphor. Give me an example from everyday life. Now explain it even more simply. Now test my understanding with a question.
And the AI can do all of that in one conversation.
It's like having a tutor who has infinite patience, who never makes you feel embarrassed for asking the same thing twice, who adapts to your level, who changes the approach until something clicks.
And for our listeners who are learning English, this is especially powerful.
Extremely powerful because you can ask AI to teach you English in the way that works best for you. Explain the difference between will and going to. Give me 10 example sentences. Now tell me the most common mistake people make with these. Now quiz me.
You built a mini English lesson by yourself in 10 minutes.
And you can do this every single day. Grammar rules, vocabulary, pronunciation patterns, idioms, business English, casual English, writing skills, anything.
The world's knowledge explained in your way, at your pace.
Number 3, use AI for creativity.
This is a big one, because so many people think AI creativity means the AI writes everything for you, that you sit back and it does the work.
And that's a misunderstanding.
A real misunderstanding.
Think about creativity like a fire. You are the fire, AI is the wind.
I like that.
The fire needs the wind. Without wind, a small fire can die. With a little wind, it grows stronger. But the wind did not create the fire. The wind did not decide where the fire should burn. The fire is yours.
AI gives your creativity the push it needs.
Exactly. Here's how it looks in practice. You want to write a short story. You have a rough idea, but you feel stuck. You open AI and say, I want to write a story about a man who discovers an old letter in his father's belongings after he passes away. The letter changes everything he thought he knew about his family. Can you give me 5 possible directions this story could go? Make them surprising. Make them emotional.
You get 5 directions, maybe none of them are perfect.
But maybe one detail from option 2 sparks something in you, and a different detail from option 4 connects to it, and now you have your own idea that didn't exist before.
AI didn't write your story. It woke up your creativity.
Many people use this for brainstorming. Instead of staring at a blank page, they ask, give me 20 ideas, include practical ideas, wild ideas, simple ideas, and unexpected ideas. Do not filter them.
20 ideas, then you choose the best 2 or 3.
And those 2 or 3 are often better than what you would have found alone after an hour of trying.
AI gives you quantity so you can find quality.
And this works for writing, business ideas, lesson plans, presentations, gift ideas, content ideas, marketing ideas, anything creative.
Use AI to unlock your creativity, not to replace it.
Number 4, use AI for productivity, for getting things done faster and smarter.
This is where you can save enormous time in your daily life.
Most people waste incredible amounts of time on things that AI can help with in seconds.
Let's give our listeners real examples.
Example 1. You receive a very long email at work. It's full of information, you read it twice, and you're still not sure what you need to do. Instead of reading it a third time, you paste the whole email into AI and say, summarize this email in 3 bullet points. Then tell me the one thing I'm expected to do and when.
Done. 30 seconds.
Number 2, you need to write a formal report, but you do not know how to begin or how to structure it. You tell AI, I need to write a report about our team's sales performance this quarter. Here are the main numbers. Help me create a professional structure and write a strong opening paragraph.
You did not write the whole report, but you are no longer staring at a blank page.
The hardest part of most tasks is starting. AI removes that barrier.
Example 3. You are starting a new project and you have no idea where to begin. You say to AI, I need to plan a small community event for about 50 people in 2 months. I have a budget of $500. What are the most important steps and what should I focus on in the first 2 weeks?
You get a structured plan with priorities, with the timeline.
What would take you an hour of confused thinking, AI gives you in 30 seconds.
And then you review it, adjust it, add your own judgment, and make it yours.
This is the key. AI gives you the first draft of anything. You do the real thinking.
You make the decisions. You add your knowledge of the real situation.
AI does the first draft. You do the thinking.
Say that to yourself again.
AI does the first draft. You do the thinking.
And with that partnership, you can do the work of a much bigger, more organized, faster version of yourself.
Number 5, use AI to improve your English and any language.
Now, this one is especially for everyone listening right now.
Because if you are following this podcast, you are on a language learning journey, and AI can be one of the most powerful tools on that journey.
More flexible than most textbooks, more available than most classes.
Here's the problem with traditional language learning. You study in a controlled environment, you do exercises with controlled sentences, but real English, the English of real conversations, of real emails, of real meetings, it does not look like textbook exercises.
It is fast. It is imperfect. It has emotion and personality and slang and idioms.
AI bridges that gap because you can have a real practice conversation in English on any topic right now.
You can say, let's have a conversation in English. The topic is traveling. I'll describe a trip I took. You respond naturally, and if I make a grammar mistake, pause gently, correct me, and explain why. Then we continue.
And you practice real conversational English with feedback in real time.
No judgment, no embarrassment, no waiting for a language partner to be available.
And you can be specific about what you want to improve. I want to work on my writing. Here is a paragraph I wrote. Please correct any grammar errors, suggest more advanced vocabulary, and explain each suggestion in simple language.
Your writing improves with every session.
Or, I want to learn English vocabulary for job interviews. Can you teach me the 15 most important phrases professionals use with example sentences and a short explanation of when to use each one?
You built a customized vocabulary lesson in minutes.
Here's an interesting exercise. Take a real article from a news website. Paste one paragraph into AI, then say, explain every difficult word in this paragraph, then summarize the main idea in 2 sentences, then ask me 3 questions about the content to test my comprehension.
You just turned one paragraph from a real article into a complete reading and comprehension lesson.
In about 5 minutes, on your own, with no teacher and no classroom.
That's learning that actually sticks because it's real language, real context, real content.
And this is exactly what we mean by the title of today's episode. You are using AI tools, but are you using them the way they were meant to be used?
Most people are not, but now you know.
Now you can start.
Okay, we covered a lot of ground today, and we used some important words along the way. Let's pause and make sure you really know them.
These words are important both for your English and for understanding the world of technology and AI. First word, prompt. A prompt is the message, question, or instruction you type to an AI tool. It is how you communicate with AI. You can say, I need to write a stronger prompt next time. Or, my prompt was too short, so the AI gave me a very general answer.
Next, context.
Context is the background information that helps someone, or an AI, understand your full situation. Without context, answers are general. With context, answers become specific to you. For example, I gave the AI context about my work and my goals. The answer was much more useful.
Next word, specific or specificity.
Specific means clear, detailed, and exact. Not vague, not general. Specific means you leave no room for confusion. For example, be specific about what you need. Don't just say, help me write something. Say exactly what kind of writing, for whom, and with what tone.
Next, collaborate.
To collaborate means to work together. Not one person doing everything alone, but 2 or more working as a team. You can say, I collaborated with AI to develop my idea. Or, the best results come from real collaboration between the human and the AI, not just giving commands.
Next,
Brainstorm. To brainstorm means to generate many ideas quickly, without judging any of them. You let ideas flow freely and choose the best ones later. For example, I used AI to brainstorm ideas for my presentation. Or, brainstorming with AI helps you see options you would never have thought of alone by yourself. Next, iterate, or iteration. Iteration means doing something again and again, improving a little each time. In AI, this means you write a prompt, see the result, improve the prompt, get a better result, improve again. Each round gets better. For example, it took me 3 iterations to get the answer I actually needed. Or, don't give up after 1 try. Iterate until you are satisfied.
and one more, passive learning.
Passive learning is when you absorb information without actively studying it. For example, when you change your phone's language to English, you see English words dozens of times a day without trying to study them. Over time, your brain remembers them naturally. This is passive learning.
These words matter, in English and in the world you are stepping into.
Choose one of these words today and use it in a real sentence. Say it in your head, write it in your notebook, or be brave and put it in the comments. That small action is exactly the kind of intentional English practice that builds real fluency over time.
Before we close, let's talk about 3 mistakes that even people who use AI regularly are making, because knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do.
Mistake number 1, accepting the first answer without questioning it.
This is extremely common. The AI gives you a response, you read it, it sounds reasonable, you use it.
But AI is not always right, and even when it is not technically wrong, it may have given you a general answer when you needed something specific to your situation.
So always question. If something does not feel right, say, I'm not sure this is completely accurate. Can you reconsider? Or, this answer feels very general. Can you make it more specific to the situation I described?
AI responds very well when you push back. It does not feel offended. It simply tries again, often much better.
Think of it as as a conversation, not a transaction. You're allowed to say, try again.
Mistake number 2, giving AI too much control.
This one is important. AI is powerful, but it should never make important decisions for you.
It does not know your relationships, it does not know your values, it does not know the human details of your situation that are never written in any text box.
You do. Always.
AI can give you options, it can help you see angles, it can help you think. But the final choice, the real judgment, the decision that affects your life must always be yours.
Use AI to inform your decisions, not to make them.
Mistake number 3, giving up after one bad answer.
And this one might be the most important one. So many people try AI once. The answer is average or incorrect. They say AI is overhyped and they never open it again.
But that average answer was almost certainly the result of a weak prompt. More context, more specificity, a clearer role, and the next answer could have been completely different.
Think of it like riding a bicycle. The first time you tried, you fell. You did not say, bicycles are useless. You tried again and again.
Iterate, improve your prompt, try a different approach, ask the same thing in a different way.
And one more small thing. If you feel like the conversation is going in the wrong direction, you can simply say to the AI, let's start over. I want to try a different approach, and begin again.
You are always in control of the conversation.
All right, let's bring everything together because we covered a lot, and we want to make sure you walk away with something clear and actionable.
Let's recap our main ideas quickly.
First, most people use AI like a search engine, but AI was built to be something much richer: a thinking partner, a learning tutor, a creative collaborator, a productivity engine, a language coach.
Second, the most important skill is prompting. Your prompt is everything. Use the 3 keys: context, specificity, and role. A better prompt almost always leads to a better answer.
Third, we talked about 5 powerful ways to use AI that most people have never tried: as a thinking partner for your ideas and decisions, as a deep learning tool for any subject, as a creative collaborator to unlock your imagination, as a productivity partner to get things done smarter, and as a personal English language coach.
Fourth, avoid the 3 common mistakes. Don't accept the first answer without questioning it. Don't give AI too much control over important decisions. And don't give up after one average answer.
And now, one action step for today.
Yes, not tomorrow, today.
Open any AI tool, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, any of them, and instead of asking one short, simple question, try a real conversation.
Pick something you genuinely want to understand better. Something at work, something in your studies, or something you have always been curious about.
And write this: I want to learn about blank. Here is my background, blank. Please explain it in simple language, give me a real-life example, and then ask me one question to check my understanding.
See what happens. See how different the experience is from a simple one-line search.
And then tell us. Leave a comment. Write what you asked, what surprised you, and what you learned.
Your comment might inspire another learner to try the same thing, and that is how knowledge spreads.
Before we say goodbye today, one thought we want to leave with you.
The technology we talked about today is moving fast. Every few months, these tools become more capable, more natural, and more useful.
The people who learn how to work with them now, not just use them casually, but truly learn how to think alongside them, will have an advantage.
Not because they're smarter, but because they chose to learn the skill while others chose to stay at the surface.
And you just spent the last part of your day going beneath the surface.
That is not nothing. That is a real investment in your future.
You may not have used AI during this episode, but you learned how to use it better, and that knowledge now belongs to you.
You plus AI is not less than you, it is more than you.
So go open that tool, have a real conversation, see what is waiting for you on the other side.
And remember, the tool is only as powerful as the person holding it.
And you are becoming that person.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us. You didn't just listen to an English podcast today.
You invested in your English, in your understanding of technology, and in the kind of future you want to build.
And that is time very well spent.
This was AI Leap.
Use your tools well, keep asking better questions, and be kind to yourself on the journey.
Until next time.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.